Alright, so we're well into part 2 by now, and I actually had to take a break. It's been about 2 weeks, but this is where I'm at. I've cleaned it up pretty well. Handle's a little wider back here than I need. I'll thin that down some. But as I hold that in my hand, this does not stick out as much as I would like. So I'm going to try to stretch that out a little bit more, see if I can't get it to where I got a little more clearance between the edge of the blade and your hand as you're using it. So that's what we're going to try to do. This little fullering jig is going to help me stretch the metal the way I want it to stretch. A little more. That's what it does, pinches it on both sides. Flatten that back out again, and it'll stretch. Alright, try to straighten out a little bit. That's looking better. Because we were hammering so much through here, it's made it expand in this direction. It's made that handle curve a little more than I wanted, so straighten that back out. But a little more work left to do on that blade to get it exactly where I want it. Try a little trick from Jay Nielsen to try to straighten out the spine a little bit. The anvil slap. It works. More than I wanted. That's getting very close to what we want. Go to my flat faced hammer. Try to clean some of this up. So thinning everything out worked pretty well, but what it's done is straightened my edge because we were thinning the spine is where we were getting most of that thickness from for the metal. Because we stretched that spine, that widens and that starts to make an arc in the spine, which has come around and has straightened the edge. The edge is where I want that little bit of a curve, because a chef's knife, you want it to rock as you chop into something. You don't want a straight, flat edge. So I'm going to go back to the power hammer, and real easily along that edge, I'm going to widen it just a hair. That's going to make it curve back a little bit, and hopefully we don't get too thin, which would be detrimental during the heat treat process. Yeah, that edge is straight. Alright, we got that curve back in the blade like we wanted. That's nice. Gonna straighten it out a little bit. See what we can do with the spine. Straighten that edge a little bit. The less material I got to take away at the grinder to get that shape back like I want it, the better off I'll be. That's a nice curve. Still got that drop in the spine. My handle is a little out of alignment now, so try to adjust that. And going to be very close to the point of getting everything straight, and then running through a few thermal cycles. We're getting very close. Very close. Finally. Alright, here we go. That's better. Much better. So we are. I'm much happier with that. So now it's just a little tweaking and straightening. We'll call the forging on this one done. Alright. So here's our finished forged knife. We're pretty thick back here on the handle. Nice and thin on the blade. So now it's time to clean up the scale and get rid of some of this meat back here on the handle. So I've got my trusty hold down.